Hi guys, driving out here in the garden. It is close to mid-April. Let's see, most of these seeds here were planted February 13th. These are lettuces. Don't look at the onions, they were planted earlier. If you happen to see my video where I was talking about planting my onions in with my broccoli to help protect them, and they were teeny weeny and spindly, well, they've certainly recovered nicely with full sun. But let's see, so here are my lettuces, and I've learned an important thing about lettuce. I don't eat that much of it. I don't need a full bed of it, so I'm kind of glad it didn't all come in. So for note to myself, try small pieces, small sections of it, and just try the lettuce to see, do I like the lettuce? Like the arugula, that grew amazingly well. I've been harvesting it and eating it, and it just keeps growing, which is great. But I don't like arugula all that much. The flavor is too strong. It's a great additive, but having an entire lettuce or an entire salad of arugula with toppings, not my favorite. So don't grow that by itself. I like the little gem over here. This has been really tasty. And that's probably a good amount of it right there. If the second row had come in, that would have been too much. 2 rows of this was way too much. Got some butter crunch lettuce, at least one that's actually managing to grow, and that looks like it'll be tasty. It looks like this little gem was a relative of or a variety of a butter crunch, so I imagine I'll like the butter crunch just as much. The bib lettuce, which is what this next one is here, is too small, but it looks like it's going to have the same type of leaf as a butter crunch. It may be another variety of a butter crunch, so I'm expecting I'll like that one as well. So basically I just need to pick one butter crunch and grow a 4-foot or a 2-foot row of that, or 2, whatever, and that's good. The romaine, I love romaine, so that may be a good one to grow lots of, but succession planting. And then the spinaches, I love spinach, but they didn't grow. So that's what I learned about lettuces. And there's lots of other varieties I want to try, but I'm definitely not going to be using this full bed. I'm thinking about adding all the way across the yard there. I have a small orchard. It's got like 5 trees in it, so it's a very small little orchard. But between those 2 trees is a nice space, so I'm thinking about breaking down one of our picnic tables that has a kind of a throwaway, and rather than taking it to the dump, I'll just break it down and use the wood to form a small lettuce bed. And then I can grow lettuces in that, and when the trees are full, you can see the plum tree there, that side, and that side is already in full green, but the 2 apple trees that are over there have not yet started to bloom. But in summer, when those are fully bloomed, that's going to be a nice dappled area, so I'll get my part shade, so that way the lettuces and any root crops I decide to succession plant in there will grow really well. But I wouldn't have never thought of adding that bed in there specifically for my lettuces and shade-loving root crops for succession planting if I hadn't done this experiment here. So I definitely encourage folks to experiment, try things. If it doesn't work out, you've learned something. If it does work out, well, you learn something too. So don't be afraid to try things. So yeah, that's pretty much the update there. I don't know if you've noticed in here, I've planted some of my little baby tomatoes. So get them going and let them grow up and have 3 different types of crops in here. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Alrighty, you guys enjoy your gardens.